Are you surprised by these fraudulent letters, or do you see this as something that goes on a lot more than people think?
Well, these are just the investigation this week just came out with the latest group of fraudulent letters. Of course, they've been trickling out for the past month, and I think this kind of thing does go on more than people think. The intense focus on the climate bill is what sort of brought these to light. Everyone's been following this really closely, and so it's harder for lobbying firms to get away with this kind of fakery. Do you think more of these letters in this particular instance are going to surface? Well, that seems to be what aides on the committees think. Aides for Markey's committee have told me that they know 58 letters were sent out. There was one letter that they uncovered to be fake as part of the last batch that originally they were told was a real letter, and then they found out through their investigative work that in fact wasn't. So they anticipate that more of the 58 will be discovered to be fraudulent. So tell us about this lobbying firm, Bonner and Associates, here in D.C. What kind of reputation do they have? Do they have a good reputation? Well, Bonner and Associates certainly has a difficult reputation. Folks that they tend to be a place where people work in between campaigns or while administrations are changing, they're looking for work. Maybe they work there for a couple months. And the reports I've heard from ex-employees have said that it's a really tough place to work. They've called it a sweatshop. They've said that the financial incentives really encourage people to sort of bend the rules a little bit. So it doesn't have the best reputation in town. And what's your sense of Bonner's reaction here, saying that a temp employee sent these letters and has been fired, so they want the public to believe that one temp took this upon him or herself to commit this fraud, and now he's gone, so all is well? That's exactly right. They're saying that it was just one employee, he's out the door, and now everything's perfect. I think that's something the committee will be looking at, and it's certainly a story that aides to Markey find a bit difficult to believe given what they've also heard from ex-employees. So I think we may be hearing more about Bonner and Associates in the next couple of weeks. All right, we'll be following that story and watching for it on Politico as well. Lisa Lerer, thank you so much. Thanks for having me. We appreciate your insight.